he brings all the three aspects of the game onto the table.
This is going to be a very important series for Sanju Samson as well. I mean,
South Africa doesn't like chasing. So
and every T20 I think is going to be an audition now for every player.
The toss and
it's a winter toss. You can
See, it is always never easy to play on such bouncy surfaces.
not happy faces, I must tell you, when it comes to Indian cricket and its discussions. The month of November is back, and India do not have happy results when it comes to this. We'll keep whatever has happened in the past aside. It's a fresh side, it's a young side, it's a new captain, new side, and the head coach is different as well. We have India versus South Africa, 5-match T20 series at South Africa. Our men in blue have traveled already out there, looking forward because it's going to be Surya Kumar Yadav and his men who's going to take on the Aiden Markram and his men. I have Jihan, I have Gurpalji with me. Good Jihan, starting with you. Young side. Similarly, we had the same versus Bangladesh as well at home. Now it's tough test when it comes to visiting South Africa. It's going to be a cracking of a contest, I must tell you.
See, it is always never easy to play on such bouncy surfaces with on South African wickets, especially for these youngsters, because suddenly you're playing domestic cricket all over in India, and suddenly the team is traveling to South Africa on such wickets. Never going to be easy, but definitely they'll be up for the challenge. Surely they are a good bunch of youngsters. I mean, we have seen them in IPL also. They just don't want to give up. They try to perform every game. And this is a good setup, I think, and a good T20 mindset, especially after the win over them in the final. And that way the transition happened, making Surya Kumar the captain and Hardik working under him, and then getting the bunch of players who were playing IPL and directly into the international team in the Bangladesh series. So it's a very pretty good start to the road to 2026 World Cup, which is going to happen here only. So I think it's going to be, you can say, a good preparation. I mean, to begin with, and away series, such a big series. Obviously, we played a final against them, and they will not be happy about it. They will want to, maybe do a comeback, or maybe we don't even know their, maybe the bowl. We might think the bowling looks a bit bleak, but we really don't know what South Africans are capable of. Especially it's in their home, and obviously you're going to have a fantastic atmosphere. We know how South African stadiums are when it comes to cricket, especially when if a team like India traveling, and especially in a T20 match, we have seen during the SA20 also how the stadium gets fully completely getting into
Absolutely.
that IPL mode. So I think it's going to be a fantastic series.
It's going to be a fantastic series. Similarly, Paji, what a last couple of months somebody like a Ramandeep Singh is having. Got retained by the Kolkata Knight Riders. Now getting an Indian call up into this T20 side, a team, a format he loves so much, and the role as well. More or less, his and Rinku Singh's role is more or less the same.
Yeah, definitely. He was a part of emerging Asia Cup as well, where he did a fair bit. He was a finisher. He was considered as a finisher and was rolled his arm for a couple of overs, which if get a chance in South Africa, the pitches might suit him his style of bowling as well. And he's a hard hitter and a good fielder. But he brings all the three aspects of the games onto the table. So more or less, mostly we are looking for to build up that kind of side which have more all-round option, bowling option, and better fielding side, because fielding is the key where you can save some crucial runs, and that can be a difference between win and lose, especially in this shorter format. One good over, a one good run out, or one good save can turn the tide and can turn the result of the match as well.
Absolutely, that's going to be a good thing. But Jian, you mentioned about the good thing you saw earlier in this year was giving the captaincy to Surya Kumar Yadav. But I'll just go for 1 second to the IPL. Hardik Pandya has been confirmed as the captain of the Mumbai Indians. Still, there were speculations of what if Surya Kumar Yadav has been given the captaincy of the Mumbai Indians in order to be groomed for the T20 format for the World Cup. What are your talks when it comes? You said Surya playing under Hardik now in the national side. It's going to be the vice versa in the IPL side as well.
I think it makes a lot of sense if you think, deeply, and if you look at it more statistically, because given the workload what Rohit had, captaining the Indian cricket team and IPL, it got to him, it got to his form. There were a lot of poor decision making in captaincy in both the international and domestic. So similarly, I think it felt for Hardik as well. I mean, he was made the captain initially in the T20 format, then he was given the captaincy suddenly to him in the IPL. Mumbai Indians gave him the captaincy, and it was suddenly they announced Rohit is not the captain. Everything got, it came at such an unappropriate timing. The timing was not correct. Because if you remember, Hardik as a captain at Gujarat Titans was very different what to Hardik as captain in the Mumbai Indians. It was looking a major difference. I mean, he was free in Gujarat. They had the back staff supported him, the players supported him. But here, the thing is, they were saying that the dressing room was divided. Obviously, it was due to circumstances. I mean, obviously, it was not a good environment. But again, he became the hero. I think the captaincy load went off, and Rohit, captain with the T20 side, he believed in Hardik. He said that he has that potential. He trusted him with the final over. Hardik won us that. And later, we could see in that Bangladesh series, like how freely he played and he had no pressure. He in fact bowled well also. He had that calmness, and we can see that pressure release. It's always a release when you get off that pressure. So I think an IPL is something which is just to enjoy a tournament. I feel, and I don't think it's going to be very hectic. So I think it's a very good decision to make a player like Surya Kumar the captain. Maybe that was one of the point that maybe if Surya has not made the Mumbai Indians captain, he can easily lead the team. I mean that workload is balanced between both the players.
Absolutely, that workload is balanced. So you're seeing from a different point of view. Is absolutely fair. But Paji, if you look into the squad for India, very balanced, more or less the same squad which had versus Bangladesh as well. Few additions, few subtractions. But I want to mention about one player. I want to know, you being so experienced, you have known about what happens behind the scene as well. Ravi Bishnoi, he has been backed once again. What wrong has somebody like a Yuzvendra Chahal done that he has not been part of the squad anyhow in any of the format?
I guess it really shows that his batting abilities and his fielding abilities. Ravi Vishnu is far superior fielder and can tonk a ball and can give us some quality runs. If for example, if you want 10 or 8 runs or 12 runs maybe in 6 balls, Ravi Vishnu has a capability to at least score those 10 to 12 runs, but which usually cannot do at all. Plus the
Mm.
aging factor as well, and he only has one plan only. Like he can bowl the leg spin and can play a chess game with a batsman. But once the batsman start attacking him, and these conditions we know, Yuzi Chahal and Kuldeep were found wanting against Klassen in South Africa. And moreover, Ravi Vishnu is young, enthusiast, good fielder, and he takes brilliant catches, and plus he has that extra bit of pace. And if he can add a leg spin
Yeah.
to his armory, he can be a devastating bowler, I must say.
So you're saying he's a more of a googly bowler. It's what we see more generally, and with his pace, it becomes a little bit skiddy bowler. That's the reason why.
Yes.
Similarly, his partner in that side as well, Varun Chakravarti, very impressive in the Bangladesh series, as he cemented his spot in the format as well.
I guess this will be the real test for Varun Chakravarti. How he plays, how he handles the batsmen like Miller and Klassen. They play spin very well. Even Eden Markham plays spin very well. So this will be the real test. But
Even
he will definitely
even
be
your
part.
teammate, Christian Stubbs.
Yeah, Christian subs as well. Plus, he will get the bounce in Durban on Durban wicket because Durban is always a bouncy wicket. So which is he has to do a lot. He has to beat the batsman in his variation, and his ball will also get scared. So it will be a real test for him because one thing we have to see, he's like a Yuzi Chahal. He cannot bat, and he's a lethargic fielder. What I see. So, but since he has that X
Absolutely.
factor of he can bowl those tidy overs and he's a mystery spinner. That's why he's been given preference. Maybe Gautam Gambhir or Indian team management has something in mind for the World Cup. That's why he's being persisted, and they will definitely see him till the England series, which will be after this series.
Okay. Fair enough. So you have given your say when it comes to the Indian squad. Similarly, Jihan, if you look into the South Africa squad, it's an equally young squad as well. No KG Rabada, no Andre Berger, no Lungi Ngidi, no Andrik Nokia. The pace attack, the pace firepower is not there. Is it because of their cementing, the keeping them hold for the most important red ball series coming up?
See, definitely. I mean, they will like to grab every opportunity to, maybe grab that first trophy. Obviously, they got the closest they got in the final against us. So obviously, that mental block must have been there surely because the term chokers is not just given like that. I mean, it's sad that South Africa have been termed that because such a potential team always been such a potential team. Full of enthusiastic players like AB de Villiers, Mark Boucher, Graham Smith, etc. Sean Pollock. You name the players, they will go down with grace, and you name them. Like if you go and tell someone like if you go back 20 years and say AB de Villiers or a Graham Smith or a Sean Pollock is gone trophyless, the people would start laughing on your face. So it's really sad. But the thing is, I think they've gone with a very young bowling attack. I think they want to start grooming these youngsters more for that World Cup. As I said, the road to 2026 is not just for us; well, it's obviously for every team now going forward. And every T20, I think, is going to be an audition now for every player. So I think it's all on performances now. I think if these guys are setting in, so I think they will also look to rotate the players, and it in fact, releases a lot of pressure of these senior bowlers like Rabada, Ngidi, etc. Because if these guys perform at T20, the workload can be managed both ways. Because South Africa will look to seal a good series in against South Africa against Pakistan and Sri Lanka, the both home series, and I think they will be looking going hard to play the final at Lords definitely. So I think the workload has to be managed over here definitely.
Fair enough. Workload needs to be managed by the Proteas. We will see that. But what are our thoughts when it comes to the pitch report? Gurpalji, I always love when it comes to South Africa hosting games, a belter of a surface. T20 format, evening game. What are your thoughts? Win the toss and
It's a winter toss. You can even bowl first because they can be a due later on. They can be a due, and the ball will swings whether it's you bat first or ball first. There will be a swing for sure. So, but T20 is all about chasing, and the teams which likes chasing, so they can obviously bat bowl first. And the teams we know South Africa doesn't like chasing. So I guess with India they like chasing. They have that batting material, batting what's the ammunition which is meant for chasing. So I guess first game they can probably try for chasing.
shall we consider this format to be the only ultra aggressive format? Not take it to the red ball format, please.
This is ultra aggressive, but you are playing in the Indian condition of South Africa, Durban especially, because there will be a bounce. So you have to give 5 6 overs. First, you have to have a cautious start. Then you can play the attack. If you get a good start, an opening of 50 runs for no loss or 40 runs for no loss, that would be good. Then later on, your power hitters can make merry.
Okay, so if you're winning the toss, you should elect to bowl first. Fair enough. Moving into the players to watch out for, Jihan and Gurpalji. Starting with India, Abhishek Sharma is somebody I would look to. How he fancies Rinku Singh, and in more deliveries, I want to see him bat along. And like Gurpalji said before as well, big test for somebody like a Varun Chakravarti at these conditions.
Definitely. Definitely. See, Varun Chakravarti, I think, talk about a comeback like him. I mean, who would have thought, 2021 IPL star turning into a World T20 World Cup flop and suddenly getting back into the Indian team after a good, very good, I will say, a very good IPL. And, performing well with the ball against Bangladesh. He was very, very good. I think cemented his place. And of course, if Swaji said that if, Chakravarti can, that mystery spin attack, that if this series is clicked, I think, I don't think it is going to be very difficult to drop someone like him. Obviously, he'll be in the squad, but so it is going to be curtains for a person like Yuzi Chahal for sure, definitely. And also, it will be difficult for Kuldeep to come back in T20, definitely. But again, it depends on the workload, how the board wants to manage his workload. But yes, for me, one more player to watch out for here in such conditions, I would want to see Surya Kumar Yadav. He is going to love these short balls because he loves to play that, supla shot above like hitting the ball over fine leg and the I will not say the exact pull shot, but his typical flick, what he does usually, to get
Yeah.
that over mid wicket and all. It's beautiful to watch this guy on South African pitches. So for me, it is going to be Surya Kumar Yadav is going to be the steal of the show in most of the series.
Okay, so you're backing the skipper himself as well as one of the players to
Definitely.
watch out for. Similarly, Gopalji, coming to the South Africa, the home side out there, three players to watch out for. Christian Stubbs, player number one, is what I'm going for. Henrik Klaassen, as you mentioned, after a long time seeing him back in the side in the shortest format of the game. And my third player to watch out for, after a long time, Gerald Coetzee.
Yeah, definitely. The three choices you have made are absolutely fantastic. System subs having a form of his life currently in the international cricket. Klassen, we know how destructive he is, and with a hefty amount of 23 crores he have got in the IPL retention as well. And Coetzee is a, like a he's a second Dale Steyn, which South Africa say with his kind of aggression, the band on his head. He makes the fast bowling look very good. Matlab, we used to see Dale Steyn, Shoaib Akhtar, Brett Lee, these characters. So he also character. But I will say Batman. Watch out for Batman. He could also be an X factor on
Okay,
the way he's a
Otley
good.
Bartman is another player to watch out for, according to you.
Yes, I am
Fair
also.
enough. We will see that. But moving on to the predicted playing 11 now. Players to watch out for is done and dusted. Starting with Indian playing 11. Here is my choices. Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson are the openers. Surya Kumar Yadav at number 3. Tilak Varma, Hardik Pandya, Rinku Singh in the middle order. Akshar Patel at 7. Arshdeep Singh, Avesh Khan, Yash Dayal are the seamers with Varun Chakravarti as the only spinner alongside Akshar Patel. Jian, starting with you. Any changes?
See, I wouldn't want changes, but India doesn't will not like to go actually with two left arms, but they can go with Yashak. He has been good. He had a decent, he had a good
Okay.
IPL also, if I remember, he had a good domestic. But Again, but let's say
One of the
this is a
debut
good
only
time to.
match.
Yeah, it is a yeah, definitely. Why not? I mean, yes, Dayal or Yashak, definitely one of them. But I'll again say that this is a good time to experiment. There are five T20s. Definitely, everybody is going to get at least one game. That is for sure. But I think they will stick with Arshdeep Singh as a part of the seniority and that senior player tag. Definitely, yes, Dayal
So
and
you're
Yashak
saying
both are going to get
Avesh
games.
Khan and Arshdeep Singh are permanent. So you're saying the third choice would be either of Yash Dayal
Vyashak
or
or Yash Dayal, but I think
Ishak
it will be
Dayal.
Vyashak first, or if they want to drop Arshdeep, then they can play Yash Dayal. That is another other thing. And yeah, the one more thing I just
Not
wanted to
two
highlight:
left-handed batting bowlers.
this is going to be a very important series for Sanju Samson as well. I mean, just getting 100 in the previous match, this is going to be a very big series coming up for him because this is going to be a make or break. Like it you can say if he scores at least 250s or maybe a match winning knock or something, he can seal his spot into the T20 squad. And, with the England also coming up in January and then IPL, obviously, and then, that this is going to be a very big testing time for him because
Okay.
string of
So,
low
so
scores and suddenly a century. So, yeah.
okay, fair enough. But suddenly you're saying Sanju Samson has to play well. You still have this. I understand he's getting the opportunity if he performs well. Is he still good enough to take the spot of Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, and also the wicket-keeping duties of Rishabh Pant into the side?
See, I feel firstly Shubman shouldn't be added into the T20 mode. He's good as a Test player and an ODI player. He should stick to that. He shouldn't like we have seen Shubman struggling a lot in the T20 format. We don't want him to get that. Yeah, you can play him all you want, but again, he can open instead of Rohit. But again, there is Abhishek Sharma, there is Yashasvi Jaiswal. There are a lot of options, and if there is Sanju is there, it is a right-handed option. Then why do you want to add another player in the form of Shubman Gill? That is my question. Rishabh Pant obviously is going to
Okay, fair
seniority, but
enough.
he's not the opener. He'll be in the middle order.
He will be in the middle. So one of them can bat as a pure batter, is what your thoughts is. Similarly, moving on to the South African playing 11, Gurpalji. Here is mine. Teresa Hendricks, Ryan Rickelton are the openers. Aiden Markram at number 3, the captain. Tristan Stubbs, Henrik Klassen, David Miller, Marco Janssen are the all-rounders and the wicketkeeper himself. Keshav Maharaj, Patrick Kruger, Gerald Coetzee and Otleel Bartman. These are my fast bowlers. Any changes for you, Paji?
Oh, I'm happy with the same. I guess this will be the playing 11 for South Africa, but it should be like Jahan said for Sanju Samson. This would be an important series for Aiden Markham as well, because he must be gutted not being retained by SRH. He's a captain for the franchise in the South Africa, so he will definitely wanted to prove a point with this with the batting as well as wanted to win the. He will be pushing hard to win the series as well. And other players I'm looking for to Ryan Rickelton. He's been considered as a replacement of Quinton de Kock, so I would love to see Ryan
Yeah,
Rickelton. And bowlers we have already discussed, Coetzee and Batman. So
Bartman.
important series for Aiden Markram as a player, as a captain, both.
Important series for Aiden Markram as a captain, as a player, and a couple of more as well. South Africa playing 11, no changes according to Paji. Predictions time now for the first T20 India versus or South Africa on the 8th of November. 1-0 to India or 1-0 to South Africa?
1-1 to South Africa.
1-0 to South Africa. Straight sword, honest answer. Similarly, Gurpalji, what's yours?
Durban first game, I guess it's 50-50. I will go 50-50. I will give my heart to India.
50-50 no with
One
India.
nil for 1-0 for India.
Absolutely. 1-0 for India. Okay, so he has gone from 50-50 to 1-0 for India. Gian says 1-0 for South Africa. Two honest predictions has been given by both the guests. Thank you so much, both of you. Thank you to all the viewers for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Fifth Thumb, but press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.